So after week 1's thrilling overtime victory versus the Indianapolis Colts, we return home in this one to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. So for the second straight week in a row, we're matched up against a division opponent, and just like I said last week, we cannot afford to drop these games. These are almost must-win games. The fastest way to make it to the playoffs is to take care of business inside the division, and we've got to come out here and do that today. So Jacksonville wins the coin toss and decides they want to receive first, so let's get into the gameplay. Blake Bortles comes out in a gun formation with 3 wide receivers, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and keeps it himself and goes absolutely nowhere on the play. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 12. This time in a 4-wide set, can't find anything open downfield and decides to throw it away. On 3rd and long, the Titans drop everybody back into coverage. Bortles takes a deep shot. The pass is deflected and picked off by Eric Berry. Those types of plays are exactly the reason why we went out and brought him in during free agency instead of hanging on to an aging Jason McCourty. And we got to give credit to the rookie LaVarson and Polly on that play for knocking the ball up in the air. But like many times before, Eric Berry just seems to be in the perfect position to make a play. So after the interception, getting into our first drive at the 41, Mariota takes a snap out of the pistol, looks downfield, doesn't see anything he likes, and takes off running. He's got a lane, and he will take it all the way up to the 45-yard line before running out of bounds. That was just great decision-making by Marcus Mariota on the play. Next play, the completion goes to the tight end Wilson. He breaks a tackle, and he's still on his feet and won't be taken down until he makes it to the 13-yard line. What a grown man play by Luke Wilson. First, he makes the grab in traffic, having the presence of mind to secure the ball, and then shows the DBs what it's like getting in those extra sets in the weight room, breaking 2 tackles, and then keeping his balance to be able to run downfield to pick up extra yards on the play. So setting up shop here in the red zone now, Mariota with the play fake decides to scramble outside of the pocket looking to pick up some extra yardage, and he might have gotten 1 or 2 on the play before being pushed out of bounds. Next play, the handoff goes to Henry up the gut, and he's going to get about 3 or 4 on the play, bringing up 3rd and 7. Looking to make a play here, Mariota rifles it into coverage in between 2 defenders to Odell Beckham Jr., and Odell showing off the dance moves, but somehow the ball got through the coverage. Plus Lesney was probably a half a step away from being able to pick it off, but that was just great placement by Mariota, and the Titans are able to draw first blood in this one to go up 7-0. On the next possession by the Jags, the running play by Hill goes pretty much nowhere, bringing up a 2nd and 11. Bortles then out of the gun is under pressure immediately. He almost got sacked on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and long. Blake scanning the field, trying to make a play, rifles it near the sideline. The pass is caught, but the receiver was out of bounds, so it's incomplete. So the Titans offense takes over once again. Henry looking to establish the ground game, gets 5 on the 1st down carry, and then on 2nd down, Henry up the middle, trucks the free safety, and moves the chains up to the 25. Derrick Henry is running with a purpose today. Henry lowers the shoulder pads, delivering the punishment, and he would have been off to the races had he not been tackled by that last defender there. But unfortunately, we do nothing with it. We end up going 3 and out and giving it right back to Jacksonville. So they take over here looking at a 2nd and 14 situation. Wide receiver goes in motion. Blake Bortles with the snap has time in the pocket and delivers a strike to Hearns. And that play gashes us for a gain of 31 yards. Those are the types of chunk plays that we cannot afford to let them have on defense. We have definitely got to step that up. But as soon as I say that, Hearns makes another play for another decent Jaguars gain. Our defense is definitely falling asleep at the wheel. So after 2 completions to Hearns, Bortles with time in the pocket delivers a beautiful pass to Robinson caught at the 3-yard line. And that's going to move the chains and set up a goal-to-go situation where Hill can grab the handoff and run it in untouched for the score. So instead of getting a stop and possibly going up double digits, we let him get 7 to tie the game up. So on our next possession, Mariota throws complete to Beckham down the field, who makes the grab, and that's going to take us up to the 37. 1st and 10 now. Mariota hands off to Henry up the gut, and that's going to go for a solid gain of 8 or 9 on the play, bringing up a 2nd and short situation. Mariota under pressure out of the play fake, throws it up for grabs and into coverage. The ball is picked off by Jalen Ramsey. That was Mariota's first interception of the season, but it doesn't get any uglier than that. All Jalen had to do was wait for the ball to come down and make the play. So now we give it back to Blake Bortles in rhythm. He takes the snap out of the gun, throws complete to his wide receiver, juking the defender, and he is off to the races. There's one man in front of him, and his own teammate slowed him down. That would have been a touchdown for sure, but we caught a break there. But the Jags are still set up with a pretty good chance to score here, and Hill's going to be stuffed pretty much at the goal line, bringing up a 2nd and goal, but the fullback dive punches it in. Mooney with the score. And the interception by Mariota ends up costing us 7 points. So on our next offensive drive, we got to get something going. Henry with the carry on second down gets a nice gain, setting us up with the 1st and 10 at the 29. Mariota then airs it out to Beckham, who goes up and makes the grab. That was pretty good coverage by Ramsey, but look at the concentration by OBJ. Better offense beats better defense any day. That was just a nice play by Odell Beckham. So the offense appears to be getting in a little bit of a rhythm here, moving the chains pretty easily. On 2nd and 4 from the 46, Mariota goes with the play fake, dials up the deep ball to Taylor Gabriel, and he can't come down with it. That play would have been huge because now we're facing a 3rd down, but Mariota gets blitzed and throws it incomplete. That pass could have been picked off. But the coach decides to make a pretty ballsy decision here and leave the offense on the field. It's a little too early to gamble if you ask me, but it pays off. Matthews comes down with the grab, and somehow we're able to convert on 4th down. But unfortunately, that's where the drive stalls. We come out to kick a field goal, and this was what happens. So just when we start to get a little momentum,
and it's gone.
Now, missing the field goal left the Jags plenty of time here as we're getting close to halftime. Bortles has tons of time in the pocket and delivers a throw that somehow gets to Robinson, and I just really can't explain what happened right there. But anyways, they pick up the 1st down and use their final timeout. So on 1st and goal here with 10 seconds to go in the half, Blake Bortles almost gets sacked, but he gets rid of it, stopping the clock with 7 seconds to go. Bortles again on 2nd and goal, dumps it to Hearns, but he gets tackled and bounced. The clock keeps running. There's not enough time for them to get another play off, and the horrible clock management at the end of the half ends up working in our favor because they really could have put up another score on the board. So our first play after the half is a toss to Henry. He breaks it into the open field and coughs it up. Are you kidding me, Derrick Henry? I traded DeMarco so that you can get a chance, and this is how you repay that. That was such a deflating turnover because we really needed to get points out of that drive, and Blake Bortles and his Jaguars offense is heating up, making a nice completion there across the middle to Hearns. A couple plays later on 3rd and 4, Lee makes the grab for another 1st down. Their passing offense has just about been hitting on all cylinders since about the midway point of the 2nd quarter. But on 1st down here, Bortles is under pressure and decides to get rid of it, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 30. Bortles again from the gun in rhythm delivers another pass to Hearns, and it almost looked like he was going to break out of that tackle by Jalen Collins. That was pretty close. But on 1st and 10 from the 15, Bortles is under pressure and gets taken down for the sack. That's exactly what we need from our defense. We have to step up and get some pressure on the QB. We cannot let Bortles sit back there all day and pick us apart. So after the zone read goes nowhere, Bortles is in the 3rd and 16 situation. Fires near the sideline, complete to the tight end Thomas, and he's going to be tackled about 3 yards shy of picking up the 1st down. So the defense steps up and holds Jacksonville to a field goal, but the problem with that is we're now looking at a 10-point game. So we must get points on this drive. Mariota with the snap fires quick to Gabriel, who takes it to the 31, setting up a 2nd and 4. The handoff then goes to Henry up the middle, trying to truck once again, and that's going to move the chain, setting us up with the 1st and 10 from the 40. Mariota then takes the snap under center, goes with the play fake, looking downfield, delivers a pass on the money to Matthews, and this Titans offense is rolling. Derrick Henry takes the handoff on the next play, trucks a defender, and gets tackled by his shoelaces at the 16. He had one guy to beat. That could have been pay dirt. But look at that stat on Henry, 20 yards after contact. He is having a monster of a game right now. But that's going to bring up 1st and 10. Mariota connects with Wilson, and it looks like he's going to get just enough for the first. A couple plays later on 1st and goal, the handoff goes to Henry, and he's going to be stopped short, bringing up 2nd and goal. Mariota trying to sneak it in, and the Jags are just not having that. So that brings up 3rd and goal. Mariota has to get rid of it quick, and what was that? You mean to tell me that after as many highlight reels as this man has been on, that he can't get his head around quick enough to make a simple two-handed catch? I just can't believe that, Odell. I'm giving you the football equivalent to the Shaqtin' a Fool award because we really needed 7 on that drive. We'll settle for the 3 because we did need 3 anyways, but now we kind of have to play perfect defense. So after the running play to Hill goes for about a yard, they're looking at a 3rd and long situation. Bortles out of the gun, looks downfield and has a man wide open. Marquise Lee with the grab, taking the Jags all the way into Titans territory. A couple plays later on 1st and goal from the 9, Lee makes yet another grab on the drive but can't make it into the end zone, and that brings up 2nd and goal now. From the pistol, Bortles hands off to Hill, and he runs right into Eric Berry to get stuffed on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and goal now. Looking to make a play, Blake Bortles can't find anyone open and decides to throw it away, but they're already well within field goal range, so this is an easy chip shot, and they're back up 10 once again. And then after we went 3 and out on our next possession, the Jags are right back in the red zone after a couple short plays. The 2nd and 10 play there goes for a loss of 4, bringing up 3rd and 14. Hill gets the carry up the middle, but he's going to be stopped well short of the first down marker. So the Jags put up another 3 points on that drive, and right now it's not looking good for us. We're down 13 with 1:48 to play. If a miracle's going to happen, now is going to be the time. The pass goes complete to Wilson there for a nice pickup. Next play, Mariota looking to go downfield, tries to hit Wilson, but it's incomplete, and there's a flag on the play. We're going to be backed up an additional 10 yards for holding, so that's going to set us up with a 2nd and 20, looking to attack the seam route. Mariota throws complete to Wilson, and he's going to get us down inside the red zone with under a minute left in the game. A couple plays later on 4th and 10, Mariota throws a strike, somehow completed to Gabriel in coverage, and that's going to leave us with the 1st and goal from the 1. Mariota going quick to Beckham, and this time he's able to get his head around and make the grab. I decided to go for 2 to make it a 1-score game, but it's all going to come down to the onside kick. The kick is away, it bounces off of the Jags player, and they recover it. For a split second, it looked like we were going to be able to dive on the pile and recover the loose ball, but it just wasn't meant to be, you guys. The final score in this one is going to be 23-18. We end up dropping a tough one to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and this one is tough to swallow because it's a divisional game, and I feel like we really didn't play that well. We left a ton of plays out there that I wish we could get back, but that's just the way that it played out. Now onto the stat sheet. Mariota had an okay day. He went 18 for 30 for 241, 2 touchdowns and 1 pick. That's not horrible, but it would have been nice to avoid the interception. Derrick Henry also did his thing out there with 15 carries for a $101. He did have that really bad fumble that was a momentum killer for us, but outside of that, stat-wise, he had a pretty solid day. Now, Luke Wilson is going to be getting the game ball despite Odell's 2 touchdowns. Luke had 6 catches for 123 yards, and he averaged a crazy 20.5 yards a catch. That's just ridiculous if you really think about it. But anyways, you guys, we come to the end to yet another episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.